What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. This video, we are back with Maruzensky, Swimsuit Maruzensky, just because I've pretty much decided to just use Cap Maruzensky and whoever the third option would be between or Ferv, I guess an RE1 and whoever I decide to train. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much who I use for the League of Heroes. I'm not really, well, it's the League of Heroes, so I'm not really too bothered by by not having the absolute possibly best that I can train. That would be more towards if it was a CM, but if it's a League of Heroes, the best I can possibly can at the moment, as long as I get all three trained before, I'll be okay. And that's not the case right now. So with the setup, I did want to try something. I did want to try using a Guts card. Obviously, I am using Maruzensky, so I did think about using for Suzuka Guts card that literally just came out. But I literally sat here for like 15 minutes, and I even tried looking. I couldn't find Suzuka for some reason. And I did, Eugene, before you did say that you did give me the website. Yeah, there's that too. I'll probably do that on my own time though. But I just want to see how the Guts card would do. I'll probably check how Suzuka's card will do. I just want to see how it would do, how it would work out the training if I did use the Guts card. So in this video, we are going to use Transcend's Guts card. It is a dirt Guts card. I believe she is a runner, so I think this would work out. So I decided to just try that with the speed card. Instead of Kita, just decided to just stick with Doramente, and it's still obviously still there. Wise card, Ramino, Stamina card, still there as Super Creek, and Speed Symbol as the group card. And the reason why is because I have a feeling power might be okay. Just based on me getting training from both speed and Guts. Plus before, it pretty much did fine with the 2 power or 2 speed to make it to 1200 plus. So this is just me just basically trying to cover Guts, because obviously I was okay with to get Guts at 1200 as long as I had 2 stamina, which we tried yesterday. Obviously I know I can probably make it work with 2 stamina, since that's pretty much the main setup I've been using with medium to long distance runs, or medium and long distance trainings. So yeah, we'll just see how it happens with this run having a Guts card and all that. So with that being said, that's pretty much it for the setup. We're gonna get the run started, and before we jump into the run and into the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Requests for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. With that being said, let's just get started with the run. Get the comments loaded up, which I probably should do that now, and just see how this run's gonna do. Okay. There's a specific I've been trying to work with off camera, just to see if I can make it work. The problem is, this is probably the only hint I'll give you guys, because if I manage to train this somehow, some way, I wouldn't say somehow, some way, but if I do, well, I guess somehow, some way, since this is, yeah, see, yeah, not I guess. This is pretty much the first time I'm trying to Training Uma with a G? Well, I wouldn't say the first time because hold on, let me check something real quick. Let me make sure that it is the first time or not. Yeah, it's my first time. Because the last time I tried to do something like this, it was for an E for short. So I'm really trying for a G for dirt. And I guess I could say that the struggle that I'm having is just getting dirt to at least an A. Sometimes the highest I have recently the past couple of days has been a B. But I have gotten it an S and an A. The only issue is the run wasn't good. That's pretty much the issue. So if I don't manage to train her, regardless if I manage to train her or not, I'll let y'all know. So let me know who you guys think I've been training outside of recordings. With that being said, I'll go over the comments now. I'll say I'll most likely go over the comments now, but I'll just go over the comments now. And the first batch of comments are going to be from Nova. First one says, Lupa looks like Hu Tao. Wait, does that mean I have a full fusion team now? Hu Tao, let me see. I actually didn't get that impression, so... Let's take a good look at her again. Just think about Hu Tao. Does it? Does it? Now I have to put like a side-by-side comparison. I didn't get Hu Tao vibes. Well, let's see if I see it. Put Hu Tao here. Let me take a quick look. Uh-oh. Do this. Pick the next one. We'll just rest next turn. Her hair? No, her hair reminds me of someone else. Her hair, just to start off with, does not remind me of Hu Tao's. Because that would have been like, for me at least, probably would have been like the first, like, she kind of reminds me of someone. But she does, based on her hairstyle, but not Hu Tao for sure. Her face? If Hu Tao's face was more aggressive, maybe. Maybe. I'm just looking off of the picture. Who knows? Maybe I'll see it more when she releases, but I don't see it. I don't see it as much. It's not like it's not like Sparkle from Star Rail where she actually did remind me of Hu Tao off the rip. Lupa? No. No, she doesn't. Like, doesn't really. But as for your fusion team, as much as I want to say yes, I actually don't know Brand's healing capabilities. That's kind of the question I have for Brent. I know he can sustain, which is and support. He basically does everything. But I don't have him, so I don't really know how his healing works. Even when I did use him for trial with Chun-Li, I didn't really figure out But I think it's just his liberation that heals, which I guess as long as you're able to keep yourself alive. I'm talking about like at least the harder content, not the easier content. With your fusion team, if you were gonna use Lupa, Chun-Li, and Brent together, I would say I don't even know how good his healing is. That's also the other thing. So like my issue is I don't know how his healing is. And seeing that it only comes from the liberation, it's kind of like, I don't know. Only way I could see it working, it's kind of like with the Havoc team with Camellia, Cantarella, and Rochia, where I've tried it, and I think that I don't know. I'll be honest, I got whooped with that team. Although whooped as in like, I guess I didn't figure out a comfortable way to get her sustain out. No, this was like literally like day 2, but I just stuck with Cantarella, Carlota, and Shorekeeper, and decided to just keep Camellia with Rochia if I'm gonna use Havoc. But regardless, yeah, with me not knowing how well his healing is, and me already having kind of a whatever impression when it comes down to the healing just for the liberation, and not knowing how good it is, I don't know how I feel about Brent being sustained. Even though I know he does sustain, I just know he's like a hybrid where he'll do. I guess you could say kind of like Cantarella, a hybrid where she also does heal, but I don't think Cantarella heals. I don't think she heals everyone. I think she only heals herself, which is why which probably explain why Camellia died when I was when I was using her. Let me take a quick look at this. I just need to see if anything about healing. So from what I noticed, it only happens during when you hold for her heavy attacks. So that's kinda trying to figure out where the healing comes from in Cantarella. But that's only because I only notice it during like a heavy attack, so to sure. Covers 1.0. She does have a healing bonus as one of her skills, so I don't know. Like inherent skills, increasing her healing bonus. Unless it has something to do with her dupes, but I don't see anything. I guess it doesn't matter. Because for me, I'm already chill with my teams at the moment, so it doesn't matter. This is more just to, I don't know, fix my curiosity or something. Well, let me see. Oh, so she does heal the whole team. That wouldn't make sense. But I feel like trying to get her if I want to heal her, but this is for a pure Havoc team, which don't really need. What we really need is another healer in the game, like a dedicated healer, limited healer like Shorekeeper, because we only have Shorekeeper as a legitimate sustain healer, whatever you want to call them. And then there's Verena as the second best, but she's only standard, so yeah. And they're still releasing DPSs. They're still releasing DPSs as like their favorite thing. But I think I get what Wua is doing. I feel like Wua doesn't want to overly depend on like a healers, like straight up just healer supports. I feel like it, because they've been focused with DPSs for the longest, whether they're main DPS or sub DPSs, because for the most part the sub DPSs will somehow some way support the main DPSs, and then obviously most likely running Shorekeeper or Verena as your main sustain, most likely being the keyword, as in I'm talking in general, unless you're running Contarella or Brent. I just don't know how good Brent's healing is. Like, I could see that Contarella's can be good. I guess I have to build her towards a like healer role, maybe like a healer support role rather than a sub DPS, maybe. So it's fine. I'll keep her the way she is right now. So yeah, I think I could say you do have a full fusion team. I just don't know how good Brand's healing is. Is the only thing that's really having me be confident with that full fusion team. Contarella's, I know it's good. It's just, I guess you just have to build her towards that. Probably more towards energy regeneration, just so you can keep getting her liberation out more often. That way you can keep using her heavy attacks, and probably with that you can keep healing. I think I figured it out, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to build another set for her. But moving on, I think that was literally just the first comment. Dupes or characters in WoW might be hard. However, I will get all their weapons one way or another. I say dupes, but not like actually pull for their dupes. What I'm mainly saying is try to get the dupes from when they get like the reruns and all that, and just get it from the shop. I guess is what I'm going for. But if I have to use those corals for pulls, I won't stop myself from using it for pulls, because it's obviously the good to have that just in case. So we'll see what happens. Is it this week? Is Chacona getting released this week? Let me check. I think it is this week. I think if it's not next week, along with Star Rail. I said I think it's next week. I'm not gonna be honest. Yeah, it is next week. This week, I believe, is just Hugo. The next week's gonna be Star Rail and Woo for me. It's just a friendly reminder. I'm not pulling for Hugo, so don't expect a pulling banner. I might actually record Shield Defense in replace of that, and then what was it called? Deadly Assault later this week. Or I say later this week, but it's already what, Wednesday? No, maybe I'll post Shield Defense and Deadly Assault this week. And then next week I'll post Hugo's story if he has a story, which I feel like he would. So yeah. Still sticking with pink because that is where I'm going. Sorry, I just I didn't realize. I just thought I caught a glimpse of Discord. I want to go check the circle quest because I saw that I got tagged in it. So I'm actually gonna take a look at it later, like literally after keeping the page up here just to remind me, because it seems like it seems like the circle might be full. So I did say I was gonna fix that. Shoot, maybe a few weeks ago. I didn't. I'll do that for sure after this video. Which is why I kept the tab open here. So, oh, we got a... That is unfortunate. For some reason, the Robo Lady gave me crit stats on my disc. I'm just chilling with this farming because Miyabi is just maxed out at this point. Maxed out. Did you keep updating her from the last time you fixed you showed me the picture on Discord? Because technically speaking, I would say no. But for the sake of not like repeatedly just working on her, I would say yes. Plus, for the most part, she's just too dang strong. She's just too dang strong. So she, even though it'd be nice to raise her crit stats even more, I don't think it's necessary at the same time because she's just too darn good. Maybe later for me when I feel like maybe sometime in the 2.2 updates. But for now, I think she'll be okay. But yeah, if you've been getting crit on your disc, she's just been being nice to you. So shall I call you a lucky mustard there for the Robo Lady just giving you crit stats? I don't know. I for sure haven't gotten crits for the guaranteed one when I've tried it, so I don't know what to tell you. Girls Frontline 2 is caught up for me too. I decided to take it easy there since a lot of Girls Frontline players can agree that GFL 2 is a walk in the park compared to the hell that was GFL 1. With that said, a lot of new gachas are coming out soon. Ethereal Restart. I'm actually starting Ethereal Restart. Let me be honest. I actually didn't know about this game until probably 2.5 weeks ago. The reason why I figured it out like 2.5 weeks ago wasn't because of ads or anything like that. It was because one of my childhood friends asked me I've mentioned him before. He mentioned that, or he asked me to start a game with him, a gacha game with him, because he used to play gacha games, but he was like one of those who are more with the normal people who just plays like 1, 2, maybe 3 max, and he's been playing 1, and I guess he found a game he wanted to start, so this is number 2, and it so happened to be Ethereal Restart. Looked it up, and it gives me Star Rail vibes, so I don't mind starting it. So especially since childhood friend of mine who's like a brother to me is asking to play a gacha game with him. How can I say no? How can I say no? So yeah, I will be starting Ethereal Restart. Neverness to Neverness, Arknights, Enfield, Anant. I believe it's Ananta, not Anata. I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Azure Promelia, and probably even more Hoyle titles. Well, besides the probably more Hoyle titles, I'm most likely playing the 4 games you mentioned after Ethereal Restart. I think for the most part, I will keep playing Hoyo games. If it isn't obvious that I've been playing their games. So most likely I'll try out their games in the future, see how I feel about it. And obviously, if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's not easy to keep the gachas that I have now. The question is, will we be able to keep and play them all? Honestly speaking, I think for the most part, all the games that I'm playing right now is safe, besides Heaven Burns Red, if I'm being honest. So I think I'm okay. How will it be when each of those games slowly start coming one by one? Beats me. Because dailies is going to be the real question on how long it will take throughout the day to do it. But we'll see. We'll see. That is the question. Will we be able to keep and play them all? Like I said, I guess you could say Heaven Burns Red depends on myself with the upcoming Angel Beats collab and how much I'm able to actually put time into catching up and getting currency and, you know, all that good stuff. It all depends on that. But if I still feel the same as I do now after the collab, I think that might be the deal breaker, and I might call it for HBR for now. Maybe I'll come back to it later, and then I'll see how Ethereal Restart, because I believe that's next month. Don't know about the other 4, but I think it's most likely this year for most of them, if not all of them. So yeah, actually I could quickly search them, see Azure, Promelia, release date. Do they have one? I actually don't know if they have one. Expected sometime in 2025. Ananta. Yeah, it's Ananta, not Anata. December 5th. December 5th? Oh, let me see, because I see it on Google. It said December 5th. But let me see if their actual website says so. Well, regardless, if it is December 5th, and it's pretty much 2026, so I'll be okay. Either way, it's late 2025 or early 2026, which I'm okay with. Which I'm okay with. And what was it? Arkfield? Oh wait, Enfield. I combine. Arc Knights Enfield. My bad. Arkfield. Arc Knights Enfield release date. Did they have a release date for that? The strongest indication it'll be released by the end of August. I'm just here. It's fine. I did see some gameplay. I think I'll like it for sure. Because it does fall into like the open world stuff and all that. And then Neverness, what was it? Neverness to whatever friggin' it's Neverness to Everness, whatever. If that's how it's called. I don't think they have Quarter 3 of 2025 or later. Yes. Yeah, pretty much all these games 2025 or later. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Will I be posting for these games? Probably. But then again, they'll still probably most likely be like how I am with Zenless, and even more so will be like Zenless and Wua now, because a lot of games. Plus on top of that, I have Star Rail, Genshin, and other games. Yeah. We'll be fine. I don't know if I'll be able to keep all my games, but for sure HBR is on the chopping block if I don't get myself settled in that game. When I say settled, it's more like caught up to story, don't have to worry too much and all that. If I don't feel like I'm at that point, then HBR will most likely, I wouldn't say completely drop. It'll probably just be in the back burner again. And it'll just be one of those games where I jump in every so often. But yeah, I think that's how it's going to be. It is what it is. And then lastly, I totally forgot Eugen is a Team Canopus simp. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I've been fully aware of that. It's kind of funny how you forgot when Twin Turbo is part of that team, but then again, it's mainly Twin Turbo and less of Team Canopus when we hear Eugen speak about the teams. So although I will credit myself. I will credit myself in saying, in responses to him asking me what I think his team build would be, I did say Team Canopus theme was one of them. So I never did forget. Then again, I blame him for taking my Umaluk away, so I guess it's a good transition from my free-to-play days to Whale. Whatever you say. Y'all can keep blaming each other. I'm just gonna be here and whatever. Do that. Let me refresh because I think that is the last comment from Nova. Yes, that is the last comment from Nova. So thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. The next comment is going to be from Rick. I'm finishing the second big arc in Dachibel, or Onijiki no Gashiberu, and now they are giving us flashbacks about Gash and Zeno and its peak. I think when I finish this manga, this may be my favorite manga of all time. I have never cheered for a character's goal to come true as hard as Gash becoming a king. A kind king. To be more specific, because I did skip on that. On saying kind. Nova says, I wish I could continue the anime, but sadly that was so long ago. I did catch up with Ranma 1/2, 1/2. I don't know how to say it, to be honest. Both the original and the remake. Then Rick says, I didn't watch the original, but I really like the remake. Hopefully we get a new season soon. Remember how I said I was gonna start watching anime and probably just start off with like Solo Leveling or something, a remake to make it easy? False. It has not happened. It has not happened. It has not happened yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. But thank you, Rick, for the comments, and Nova for replying. And lastly is a comment from Eugen. And it says, lunchtime again, we'll take a few peeks and some time to save more energy. Well, we might get Eugen comments maybe soon. If not maybe soon, probably after the recording. And I'll just add it to the next video. I think I'll do this and then hope I get a lot more stamina training. I do need a rest regardless. There's no way I'm not resting. And then yes, there we go. And then lastly, that's pretty much it. I've heard of comments. So lastly, nothing. With that being said, thank you, Nova, Rick, and Eugen for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Now let's just finish the run and see how it goes. I do need to train. I do need to rest, so let's do that. Hopefully we can get the other stats a little bit closer to over 1200, because they're all like around there, like they're almost there. So I want to make sure. Okay, stamina's there. See this for wise, not wise, to get a little bit of energy, the very little energy we get from it. I'd rather grab this than have this. Then maybe wise training. Maybe. His stamina's good now though, so maybe I'll do stamina. Maybe. And then I'll do guts next time. And then speed to hopefully get power up there. I'm not expecting a UC because I feel like all the other stats outside of speed will be around the same based on the stats I have right now. So it'll probably be like a UD midway, like UD5. Around there. Maybe a higher UD, but we'll see. We'll see. We're almost done. Perfect. Then if we can get some speed trainings, that would be the perfect, because it'll get me closer to 19. Might as well. Hopefully we can get a speed training now, because it hasn't appeared. There we go. Ooh. I think I'm gonna do this first just so I can be more confident in power. And then one speed training should do. If it doesn't fail. If it doesn't fail. And there we go. So I think we just I think we just got trained to Maruzensky that I'll be using for the League of Heroes right now. I think we got an S in Dirt also, so I think we are done with one Uma. I think. Oh, I guess I'll just pick skills just in case. Just some. Just some. Just give me a quick sec to do this. I don't know, but I'll just get it. No, I need to be more medium distance. That only stays at mile. Take some of that. I'm actually not sure. Oh, we didn't get. Okay, I'll grab it. Dang it, Super Creek. It's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, let's just see how this goes, because I actually don't know if. Oh well. We won, so we're good. All right, my stats should be around where I think it would be. It should be. Hopefully. If not, I'll be sad. But this will be regardless of Maruzensky that I use, unless I get a better one sometime later. Yeah, every stat went up over 1200 at least. Although I wish some of them made it to 1300, that would have been nice to see. Oh no, we didn't get an S, but we at least got an A. At least I have a usable Uma, I guess. Is better than nothing. It's better than nothing. It's just the League of Heroes. Excuse me. Well, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Well, let me get some skills down here. Obviously. Do all this, that, getting all the. I guess, sure. That's it. Is that it? Nothing else. I have 72. I don't even know if I can get something for 72. Can I? Any of the green skills up here? No. 60, 96, 66. If I just bring up that. Yeah, nothing for 71. I might as well just bring this up. Whatever. Whatever. And let's go here, see how. Well, first get our evolution skills. Or evolve skills. And I'm gonna say like midway UD, like UD5, like I said. UD6, like I said, a little bit early, a little bit more, a little bit less. I think it worked perfectly fine. Could it be better? Definitely. Power had a chance to be a little bit higher. I would say I don't know. I just feel like this is the most I'll probably get. But I don't mind working on the other characters a little bit more. So 1905 speed, 1209 stamina, 1212 power, 1232 guts, and 1272 wise. Honestly, I would be happier with them at 1300. But seeing that this was probably, yeah, this is the best one. Best training I've had for the last couple of days, maybe even more than that. So I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. For now. For now. That's my best Maruzensky, so I'll also take that. I'll also take that. But let me check the comments one more time just to be completely sure that Eugen didn't add a comment or anything like that last second. Nope, it doesn't seem like it. I'll put that there. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are pretty much up to in Pretty Derby. Since it's just a League of Heroes, don't know if you guys are done or if you guys are just using whatever you have. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. There's also, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join, it'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, that's gonna be the end of this video. We'll go right away to the circle and pick out some people. And with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. 君はどうせ君だよ。